The following has been brought to you by Comptonmania, bringing you sports entertainment, repping the hub city. Cities are built on great infrastructure, led by great leaders, and rooted on solid foundation. May 21st, the infrastructure of the city of Comptonmaniaville is on the line as a double main event takes place. Shiloh greets the Comptonmania champion. The MFM battles the challenger, the legend, Paul London, for the right to be the Comptonmania champion and the MFM. The Comptonmania women's champion, Maserati, the female with attitude, defends her title against Lois Grain. It's Comptonmania, Comptonmaniaville, Sunday, May 21st at 3 p.m. Tickets available now on Eventbrite. Adults $15, kids $5. It's Comptonmania.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, the Lakers just pulled out the win. Showtime. Yo, it's Laker time, baby.
All day, man. We up 3-1 in this piece, baby. All day.
Definitely. They up 3-1. They're going back to San Francisco, going back to the Bay Area. Well, listen, yes, we're a little bit later, but this is the overtime of the Laker game. We just coming on. This is Monday night, Compton Mania. We are in the building. Tonight we got our guest. He's in the studio with Showtime, Mr. Mike Martinez, Esquire, a.k.a. the Triple M, the Golden Hammer of Justice. Mike, how are you doing? How's that neck brace doing for you today?
The neck brace always does well. It's the pain that bothers me. And the pain of watching the Lakers defeat the best team on the West Coast is upsetting. The Golden State Warriors had this one stolen from them the same way Mr. Pissoff stole the election here in Comptonmania.
Come on, Mike. Okay, listen, I wasn't here last week, but I heard all this stuff you've been talking about, Mr. Pissoff, and how you feel that he stole the election and how you have some form of proof that you're going to show us.
Let's get it straight. I'm not saying just anything. I'm speaking the truth. Facts. Something that is immutable. And the evidence I have compiled in here, and I am furthering compiling in my book of it. Don't try to peek at what I got over here, Deshaun. This is for privileged eyes. There's video evidence, which we're going to hold on to releasing. Now, as you know, I subpoenaed Mr. Pissoff to appear today. He's court ordered to be here today.
On the show?
On the show. He was supposed to either physically appear, call in, or make a video call. But just like when people are getting hurt in Comptonmania, when the law is not being observed at Comptonmania, Mr. Pissoff is nowhere to be found.
Pissoff, oh man. Okay, well.
I feel like he's jealous of Pissoff right now.
What do I have to be jealous of?
Because he's the mayor of Comptonmania, and Comptonmania, I mean, we won Compton versus the world. We're doing pretty well right now.
You're doing okay. I wouldn't say well. You're doing okay, but you could be doing better. I'm telling you, Mr. Pissoff is up to something. How did this man that can't even show up to where he needs to be beat one of the most popular people in all Comptonmania? Lois Green was in that mayoral campaign. And how did the female wrestler, more popular than Candy Girl, lose to somebody like Mr. Pissoff?
Wow. I mean, hey, man, it's possible. It definitely can happen.
Where is Mr. Pissoff? Well, Boom Shasta is engaging again in domestic violence against his partner or his former partner, the Tim. And everybody just walks around, turns a blind eye to it, like Tim isn't being victimized.
All right. Listen, you're talking about domestic violence. You're talking about relationships breaking up. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you saw us from the top of the show, we showed you the promotional video highlighting and hyping up the upcoming Comptonmaniaville. Tickets are available now on Eventbrite. Listen, you got to pick up your tickets. It's Sunday, May the 21st. It's a double main event. We've got Lois Green, the women's #1 contender, challenging the champion Maserati. We've got the living legend Paul London, the #1 contender, challenging the champion, the MFM, the Comptonmania champion, the ignorant Shiloh Greaves. But you just talked about it. You said domestic abuse. Well, good friends are becoming better enemies as the Tim, aka the God King, but now in his persona of the Tim, battles his former tag team partner, Boom Shasta. The match is official, Showtime. There's so much to look forward here. Mike Martinez, you kind of sound as if you're backing the Tim, if you would. How do you back someone that turns his back on his best friend, a former champion partner?
I am not supporting someone who turned his back on his best friend. I'm supporting the Tim, the man that has been dragged down, pigeon-held, and held back because of Boom Shasta's flat soda performance.
Oh, wow, man,
that's disrespectful.
A couple of weeks ago, you kind of called him out as if he was a can of tiki punch. There's nothing wrong with Shasta. I like Shasta.
I hate Shasta. It's named after a lame mountain somewhere here in California that nobody cares about. Why doesn't he step up his game and at least become a Royal Cola kind of guy?
What? We're talking about sodas here? Listen, at the end of the day, it comes down to the God King. He embarrassed Boom in front of the whole Comptonmania universe, and it's unacceptable.
No. Boom embarrassed and disgraced himself by allowing himself to lose the Comptonmania Tag Team Championship.
Oh, man.
That's still two situations. Mike, that's who you're rooting for.
And I'm going to tell you where they connect, because it's a history of weird elections here in Comptonmania. A guy who can't even lace the Tim's boots got announced as the Comptonmania Wrestler of the Year. Who did you guys ask? Blind people?
We asked the Comptonmania universe.
And what does their opinion matter?
Who should pick then?
Someone with some intellect, someone with some thought, who looks at the record, who has the better spots, who's worked the bigger matches, and who hasn't let down their partner. Letting down the Tim was letting down Comptonmania. What about little Isaiah in the front row? Who's he going to cheer for now?
He's going to cheer for Boom Shasta.
Yeah, he came out with a video and said that.
He's going to cheer for the Tim, because the Tim is a nicer individual. The Tim is the highlight of your nightlife. Have you not recognized that? He's the Elon Musk. He's the Michael Jordan. He is the best of the best professional wrestling has to offer. And you guys should be happy that he lowers his standards to perform with guys like Boom Shasta.
Wow. So I'm taking you're rooting for the Tim is going to win for you.
Yeah, I'm rooting for the Tim.
Wow, I'm a psychic.
Oh, I just can't, Mr. Martinez. Well, ladies and gentlemen, a new match being added. You can go to Eventbrite. You haven't seen her in the ring since January, and that is the former Compton Mania Women's Champion, Candy Girl. Candy Girl is back in action as she's trying to get a win back. She's trying to earn her way back up to the top where she can maybe challenge for the Compton Mania Women's title at some point. But Candy Girl battles a newcomer, Savannah Stone, a newcomer to Compton Mania, but not a newcomer to SoCal Wrestling. Savannah Stone has been competing everywhere. She's competed on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. She's been all over the place, and she's ready to do damage here in Compton Mania. Showtime, I'm excited to see Candy Girl try to get the win back. She lost the two straight falls in January, and now she's coming back. We haven't heard from her. We don't know what's going on with her, but now Mr. Pissoff looks like he was able to pull this off. And Showtime, you and some other of our backstage crew were able to reach out to Candy and get her to come back. Mike Martinez, you're clapping your hands. I guess you don't feel pleased to have Candy Girl back.
I'm diabetic. Sugar's bad for me.
You're really diabetic?
Don't ask me about my medical history.
Oh, God.
That's a HIPAA violation, bro. That's a lawsuit. Don't do it. Don't do it. Well, Showtime, talk to us, man. Talk to us about Candy Girl and her return to Compton Mania.
I'm really, really excited. I think Candy, she has a lot that she wants to make her comeback. This is her comeback situation. She's looking ready to go. And one thing I've known is for the longest time, I've rooted against Candy Girl in almost every match, and she has proven me wrong every single time. When you talk about somebody that don't know how to quit, somebody that's going to give it everything they got, and when they lose, they don't make excuses. They just come back harder and get better. When you talk about Candy, you talk about somebody that's a role model, somebody that stick to their guns, and I gotta be super, super happy to see Candy back in Compton Mania.
That's right. That's right, man. I'm excited. I'm totally excited. I'm totally excited for Candy to be back. But listen, Savannah Stone, I've seen her compete against some of the biggest names in women's wrestling all across SoCal, all across the West Coast. And listen, Savannah Stone is trying to make a name for herself in Compton Mania. And Candy Girl, she's attempting to reascend to the top of the mountaintop in the women's category here in Compton Mania. Savannah Stone is ready to stop her in her tracks. You know, I don't know about you. What about you, Mike? What do you think? Is Savannah Stone able to set the stone, to build a foundation for her here in Compton Mania?
Well, let's look at Miss Savannah Stone's background. She's going to deal out to Candy Girl the namesake of her state she's from, and that's misery. She's going to give Candy Girl misery. And as sweet as Candy Girl is, Savannah Stone doesn't have a sweet bone in her body. Being from misery, Candy Girl's going to have to show her. She's going to have to prove it to Savannah Stone. And let me tell you something. I was in the same building as you were when we saw Savannah Stone go in and do work. Okay? You don't want to be hit by this girl. She is filled with malice and bad intentions. And I love every inch of it. That's someone I would love to defend in court and win that case.
Oh, Lord, the suing again.
Definitely. I've seen her. We saw her together, months ago at Relentless Pro Wrestling. She competed against Johnny Robbie, and I mean, she had her reeling. Listen, Candy Girl has something in store for her in the form of Savannah Stone. Well, listen, it's a whole lot going on, Showtime. Listen, we are getting ready for Comptonmaniaville. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you have yet to get your tickets, Comptonmaniaville. It's the place, it's the town, it's the city, it's the realm that Compton dives into. And ladies and gentlemen, you got mayors, you got governors, you got councilmen, different people in different cities trying to make a city and give it infrastructure. Well, Shiloh Greaves looks to continue having infrastructure and the foundation and leadership over the town that is Comptonmaniaville. Showtime, we were shocked this week. Over the weekend, we saw the contract signing between the champ and the challenger. The champ and the challenger. They are ready for action, bro. And I'm telling you, it is something that got me really intrigued, but it's kind of gotten me a little bit worried. I'm a little worried. Shiloh really seemed very nervous, Showtime. Very nervous.
Yeah, I was looking at the contract signing, and I mean maybe you see nerves. What I see is a guy that is hell bent on he has to win this match.
Mm-hmm.
I feel a guy who's taking it upon himself that he has that crazy, ignorant look in his eyes. And anytime when Shiloh wants something that bad, it's scary. Scary.
Well, yeah, anytime Shiloh, and it's something. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to show you a little bit of clips. But right now, right after this finish, Monday Night Comptonmania, you go and watch the video. A couple of the videos prior to this video on the Comptonmania YouTube page is the contract signing. And listen, my whole vision of what I saw, I was sitting right there, and I never seen a Shiloh that looked. I don't want to say he was worried, but there was a little bit of concern there. And Shiloh made mention that there was a match from 2006 Armageddon, WWE Armageddon 2006.
You guys, I think it's cute how you keep mentioning Shiloh's name while I'm suffering from PTSD after he attacked me. Every time you mention Shiloh Greaves' name, every time I think about that poop-putt 5 stacks, my neck hurts even more. Yeah, you see him with his indoor swap meet suits trying to look all flexy.
Oh my God. Just a blatant sign of disrespect. The man brought you into Comptonmania. Come on.
Five stacks doesn't even have the clarity or the vision to get a unique pair of sunglasses. He has to copy my style, copy my sunglasses, and force me to step up my game. So now we have the golden frames, since everybody wants to be like the best lawyer in all of LA, Triple M.
So they're copying your style.
Hey, it's hard being a trendsetter, let me tell you.
Help.
So now you're a trendsetter. So now I guess the whole bit of people Comptomaniacs are all going to be wearing neck braces now. Is that the trend you're setting?
I guarantee you, if you want, I'll prove a point. I'll have half of your crowd in neck braces supporting my cause, paying my legal bills, my court fees to go after you guys.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Here on tonight's
Put your pre-orders in on neck braces now.
So you're telling me then that at the next show we're gonna have Mike Mania running wild, and all the fans are gonna be wearing neck braces.
Well, since you're forcing my hand to reveal secret plans that I had, yes, there will be Triple M merch at Comptonmaniaville, exclusive Triple M merch, and yes, the neck brace will be involved. Don't be jealous because nobody went out and got a cast when you hurt your little arm.
Oh, wow.
I really hope Mr. Pissoff it puts you right back into that neck brace.
Preach. I'm with that, AD.
Mr. Pissoff couldn't even crawl his way out of a paper bag.
Wow. Original. But what you were saying, AD, my apologies. I saw him gripping his neck.
Yeah, he needs to grip his neck. Oh my God, this is getting on my nerves.
I can't believe. Take a sexual advance at me, AD.
Whoa, my guy. You know what? Let's take a break because you're getting me.
I am happily involved. I'll let you know, AD. You better watch yourself.
Yeah, and I hope your young lady is smart enough, to make sure I don't know. Let's go to a break. This guy gets me all perturbed. We'll be right back after this.
Cities are built on great infrastructure, led by great leaders, and rooted on solid foundation. May 21st, the infrastructure of the city of Comptonmaniaville is on the line as a double main event takes place. Shiloh Greaves, the Comptonmania champion, the MFM, battles the challenger, the legend, Paul London, for the right to be the Comptonmania champion and the MFM. The Comptonmania women's champion, Maserati, the female with attitude, defends her title against Lois Grain. It's Comptonmania, Comptonmaniaville, Sunday, May 21st at 3 p.m. Tickets available now on Eventbrite. Adults $15, kids $5. It's Comptonmania.
And ladies and gentlemen, it's on, man. It's on. It's on and popping. Get your popcorn. Get your tickets. You got to be there. Yeah, you got to be ready.
You mean to tell me for $20?
That's it.
$20. 4 kids can get into Comptonmania.
Mm-hmm.
4 children. 4 of them.
Oh,
F4.
You mean to tell me
it's a 4-pack? That's a dub.
Yeah,
F-O-E.
4-pack.
Oh.
And let me tell you, we had it happen last time. We had it happen for our last show. Where you from? If you want to go in to COMPTONMANIA.com and you want to donate the money to sponsor children to come to the show, you'll be doing a benefit for the community, a benefit for the children, and you will be one of the people that can be held among the highest ranks for helping Comptonmania.
Wow, something I agree with you.
Wow, I'm shocked, man. I mean, you really got a soft spot in your heart, man.
You know, as much of a professional as I am, you'd have to be a very loathsome individual to not care about the children in the community. How else are they going to come to the show and learn about how to be a great lawyer like me?
I knew you was gonna kill it somewhere up in there.
Yeah, I figured it had to be. I figured it had to be something like that. Yeah, hey, ladies and gentlemen, Mike Martinez.
Every 3 minutes, someone gets hit by a car. Someone needs a lawyer every 3 minutes.
All right, let's go, man. Well, let's go back to Saturday afternoon. The Comptonmania MFM, the Comptonmania Heavyweight Championship, the MFM Championship contract signing. Shiloh, we just talked about it, how nervous he seemed. Let's just take a look at what I'm talking about. Let's take a look.
Maybe the golden ones are next.
Paul London signing on the dotted line.
Fake gold. Got it.
Putting in the date.
Look how lovely that suit is that Paul London is wearing.
Official. The championship on the line. Comptonmaniaville, May the 21st. We're gonna go ahead and correct the date that you put in. Shiloh put the wrong date, so we corrected that. You have the chance. You can be there May 21st, 3 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, the tickets are available now on Eventbrite, but the match is set for the top title of Comptonmania, the right to be the MFM. Ladies and gentlemen, the champion, ignorant Shiloh Greaves, the legend, Paul London. They go at it in the main event. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to be there. You want to be there. Now, and as we conclude this special, can we get you guys to possibly shake hands?
Why? Hold on.
You're a champ, man.
Can you hold the title right side up? Just thank you.
Why?
It's business. It's business. We're walking home. We're going home with that.
Something tells me these guys think I'm a fool.
Come on, we can get a nice photo op right here.
All right.
Right here, you know, we're wrapping up.
If it's any funny business, that's gonna be y'all ass, best believe.
And Shiloh, I mean, he led Team Comptonmania to defeat Team World,
Got this shot here.
and I thought he would be a little bit more,
Get over here.
a little bit more
He
confident.
relied on Team Comptonmania to defeat Team World.
Wow.
Had it with you.
And ladies and gentlemen, once again, the title match is set for the Comptonmania Heavyweight Championship, the MFM title. We got the champion. We got the challenger. This is it. All right.
See that right there? See that right there? Is it funny? See that right
He hitting him with the ignorant fist.
See that right there?
And Paul London, he's really laughing at the ignorant fist.
They're gonna be all over your house soon. They're gonna be all over your house soon.
You know, if Shiloh loses the title, you can rename her to the inconsolable one.
Comptonmania. He doesn't blink. I mean, Comptonmania.
Are you guys going to shake hands? Or you guys...
Comptonmania.
Is he making chant?
I'm gonna take his energy.
He's saying
It's
right
all
here,
about
he
Chad.
was saying he was going to take his energy by
It's all
shaking his
about.
hand. I didn't know what was going on.
Contagious. This is the section.
Take his energy.
You're not taking his energy,
Get your man
How
out of here.
uncomfortable are you feeling? AD,
I am
at this
super
point?
uncomfortable right here. I felt I needed to call
go,
Mike
guys.
Martinez. I thought I had a lawsuit. I was uncomfortable. I felt.
No,
Wait a minute. Come on.
you said it yourself.
Watch it
You
here.
decided to be a wrestler because of a match that I won. What does that tell you? This, you're welcome for shaking your hand.
Ooh.
Do you want an autograph? Do you want a picture?
See?
You beat me?
I'll be sure to give
Then
you
I'll
one.
give you
I'll
a
be sure to
picture.
give you one.
Yeah.
What you want to do? What you
Come
trying
on,
to
come
do?
on, guys. Hold on, come on, stand down.
Come on, champ. Come on, champ. Come on, save for the 21st. What you trying to do?
Come on, guys, come on.
You
I
think I'm
can
an idiot?
tell that
You think
Shiloh
I'm
is
stupid?
infatuated with Paul London. It's the way he hugs
Come
him.
on, I'm stupid.
Mm.
Man, oh man, I'm telling you, man. Shiloh, he's not the same. We saw him so confident defeat Sean Black. We saw him so confident lead Team Comptonmania over Team World. This is different. If you haven't watched it, I don't want to show it to you because I want you to get our views and likes up on that video. Go to Comptonmania on YouTube and watch the contract signing. But in that interview, in that moment of contract signing, we interviewed them, and Shiloh said that there was a match from WWE Armageddon 2006. It's a 4-way ladder match. It included Eminem, it included the Hardys, and it included, of course, Paul London and Brian Kendrick defending the World Tag Team Championships. In that match, Shiloh said it. He said that match pushed me to become a pro wrestler. Wow. And so that's where Paul London, he used that at the end by saying, "You're welcome," by shaking my hand. Does that intimidate him? Does that intimidate him? I mean, it obviously he's got to be intimidated. What do you think, Sho?
I don't think he's intimidated. I think he's ready. I think a lot of times when you go from, you see your idols and you be like, wow, these are my idols. Then when you get in the same craft as your idols, you want to destroy your idols. And it's a great opportunity for Shiloh. Can you imagine if ignorance beats the living legend, Paul London, in Comptonmania on the turf? Oh my God. Who's going to be able to tell the ignorant one anything? And then we heard him. He's still representing the brand. So for me personally, Shiloh proved something to me going up against Team World. He showed us that he can put ego to the side to get the job done. I think Shiloh's going to do it again.
What say you, Mike?
I think it's ignorant to think that Shiloh can beat a legend. I've seen the look on Shiloh's face. I've seen it before. It was the same look I had on my face when I was 5 years old and I couldn't find my mommy at Kmart. It's pure fear. He feels inadequate, and this is why you should never meet your heroes, because you'll never live up to the mantle. We're talking about Paul London, a multi-time tag team champion. A tag team champion that has the third longest reign after the Usos and the New Day. A former WWE light heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
What Shiloh has in heart doesn't add up to what Paul London has in experience. And with Mr. Aaron Glass, the esteemed Aaron Glass, I might add, he can't do anything but win. The professionalism, the experience is against Shiloh on this one. He has 5 stacks.
Now, my question is, who has the better manager? Is
That's
it
what
5
that's what
stacks
it's gonna
or is
come
it
down
Aaron
to.
Glass?
That's what's going to come down.
5 stacks? What has 5 stacks really done for Shiloh?
He is the MFM champion because of 5
He
stacks.
helped him become champion. But I think, Mike, you said that you were a part of that. You said you were a part of that setup, but they showed you at New Year's Bash that they didn't include you in their celebration.
Yeah, why does
is that fun for you, Anthony? Would you like to bring up my dead grandma too? You want to keep up bringing bad memories into play?
Listen, I don't know if you had a toxic issue with your abuelita. I don't know, man. I don't want to bring that up.
Hey, Grandma Lucy was a saint.
All right. Well, listen. I don't want to go, but listen, we do have some other footage right after the contract signing. We have some footage that took place, and I don't know, maybe Paul looked like he got the upper hand on Shiloh right there in front of me and in front of our cameras. But let's take a look at what some of our security footage got on the outside as Aaron and Paul were on their way to the car right outside of the Innovative Culture Studios, home of the Culture of Comptonmania podcast. Let's take a look.
I think that went well. I think we're in his head, man.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
See how hot he was getting?
Oh, my
We
God.
got him right where we want him.
Yeah, I know. The belt's coming home to you.
Ignorant one.
How appropriate, right?
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Just like that. I could have got both your asses right there.
You missed.
I know where you live, I know who you love, and I know where you sleep. May 21st. Be ready.
I think the pressure's getting to him. Let's get out of here
Your life.
before this escalates, okay? Yeah, let's get out of here.
I think he sleeps behind his car.
Yo, Shiloh, man. That's something that's different. He's unhinged. He doesn't think or do things the way you would think your champion should do. And maybe that's a plus. We were worried because he was trying to rob Sean Black and rob his house with Heidi. But now we're seeing that he's ready for guerrilla warfare, whatever it takes to stay and remain the MFM of Comptonmania.
I think Paul London's playing with fire. I'm just keeping it real. My man is still smiling, making jokes, talking about I think he lives behind his car. He thinks ignorance is sweet. I mean, he clearly he's taking this like this is not no walk at the park, but I wouldn't want Shiloh zeroing in on me. And that's not me to take away what Paul London can do. Because listen, we are talking about the living legend. We're talking about the Hall of Famer. We're talking about the guy who's held all these titles. But you have a guy who was still hungry. Shiloh, I believe this with my whole heart, will kidnap his mother if it made sense to prove the things that he wants to prove. And right now, it just seems like Glass and Paul is just not taking this as serious as it is.
Mike?
I'm playing the world's smallest violin just for Shiloh Greaves.
Oh my God.
Now, when you look at champions, and you look like a champion like Sean Black, that's a confident champion. That's a man
champion you voted to lose against Shiloh in January before he broke your neck, supposedly.
Look, I'm proving a point over here. That's all hearsay. Sean Black carries himself with confidence. He has the amped up heavyweight championship. He doesn't duck contenders. He comes straight at them. He doesn't hide in parking garages behind the car he's living in and try to attack his opponent. These are not the acts of a confident champion. These are the acts of a desperate, scared little boy.
Good point.
You just coming here with the rhetoric, man. I mean, Shiloh shows us time and time again, he didn't back down from Vito Fratelli. He didn't back down from Inferno Abdul Calder. He didn't back down from Project West. He didn't back down from Sean Black. He didn't back down from the Kiwi bomber Taylor Adams. But he stood up and he led AJ Mana. He led Auntie Heidi. He led Rilla Wolf, and he even led King Triv into battle and they were victorious.
Wow. He was the kid in the group project that didn't do any of the work, but got credit for the project. That's great. That's great. I saw Rilla Wolf and King Triv do more work than Shiloh because he was taking a nap on the mat half of the time because he was gassed. Okay? Sean, you talk about he didn't back down when he was facing Vito. He didn't have a choice because he was forced into the corner. They manhandled your champion.
Listen, so I'm telling you, that night was crazy. We see you got to go watch it, ladies and gentlemen. If you've yet to watch it, watch that contract signing, the entirety. It's about 35 to 40 minutes. It's just me asking questions. We find out about the respect that both competitors have for each other. We find out what they feel they're going to do to their opponent. And then, of course, they sign the contract. But what's crazy, Deshaun, what's crazy is that we see Paul almost get the upper hand and almost cause a fight, and I had to break it up.
Yeah. And
then we see Shiloh almost attack him after in the parking lot. But then our cameras got another moment. Maybe Shiloh's changed. Maybe he's ready. And maybe this is just the way he gets amped up for the next level of being the champion. So let's take a look. As Shiloh, he's stepping it up. Let's take a look. Maybe we're seeing the birthing of a new Shiloh Greaves.
No. Yeah.
I've had it.
No.
I've had with the disrespect.
Moonshine.
Hey, no.
And get down here. Yeah, he's tripping again.
Yeah, you did right. I'm tripping again.
Shiloh, you got to calm down, man. Listen, we have a contract. You have to listen to me. You have to.
How did he see me coming?
Look. You're the champ, right? You're the champ, right?
You know the champ.
In order to be the champ, you have to feel like the champ, which means you have to look like the champ, right? So you know I spare no expense for anybody in the section. So I want you to take a look at this. Look what I got you. 2 racks, baby. Yeah, nothing comes cheap with stacks. You know what it is.
Stop it.
Oh yeah. This right here, this is the beginning of the end of Paul London's career. Right here. And that right there.
Hold on just a second. Wait a minute. You tell me Shiloh Greaves has gear? Hell's freezing over? Well, guess what? Hell's freezing over for Paul London May 21st. This is a new era of ignorance.
That's right.
Let's get it.
Let's go.
Yo, Paul London got something in store for him. A focused, intentional Shiloh Greaves. Man. Ooh-wee. Wait a minute. I think I cut it off a little bit. Let's get a look at that. Let's hear that ending right there. Shiloh hollering at us and letting you know, Mike Martinez. He's letting you know. Check it out.
Get it.
Let's go.
Get a good look at the new and improved Shiloh Greaves. Paul London, glass ceiling. This is the section. We belong, and you don't.
Innovative.
I don't think you want none of that ignorant right now, man. That ignit's ready to go. He got his
I'm
new gear.
Scared. 5 stacks bought Shiloh a clean pair of underwear.
The blatant disrespect. Oh my God, this guy, man.
He paid $2,000 for what I could have got at Walmart for a whole lot less. And it's the Emperor's new clothes. Okay, it's the Emperor's new clothes. Just because Shiloh puts on a little pair of shorts, and mind you, he's gonna have to put on 5 other pair of shorts to make that pair of shorts fit.
Wow.
Doesn't make him a more impressive champion. He's just a guy who's gonna get beat by Paul London with some nice shorts on.
Wow.
Well, Mike, you know, you've been constantly saying how you are against so many different people. You got lawsuits. We've been dealing with you over the last 6 months, 6 to 8 months of nothing but unmitigated lawsuit after lawsuit. And guess what? We've got individuals following you. All right. We got our own lawyers. We got our own attorneys following you. And I was told that you recently were meeting with a former Comptonmania commissioner, aka Johnny Necro, aka to some known as some as Necro King, and you guys are plotting and planning something for Comptonmania,
aka Chase Cash. And I want to make it clear, there's no conspiracy here. Okay, I'm here to prove that Mr. Pissoff is in fact the worst mayor in the history of mayors. And the DC mayor at a point got caught doing illicit drugs.
Wait,
and he's
what?
worse than that.
How?
Marion Barry? You bringing up a Marion Barry reference?
I remember that AD Marion
That's
Barry.
from like 1991.
But
after he got caught with cocaine, they voted him in again.
Right.
Man, Marion Barry, damn.
There's an old saying, and I'm pretty sure you guys haven't heard of it because you haven't read the books that I've read. But the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And I want to make it clear, Comptonmania is not my enemy. You just happen to be an inconvenience for the people I represent. My enemy is Mr. Pissoff. My enemy is the man who stole the election from Lois Grain. My enemy is the man who allows repugnant wrestlers like Boom Shasta to be labeled as Wrestler of the Year and abuse their partner and hold them down. He allowed Showtime, the face of Comptonmania itself, he let him get laid out by Sean Black. And as I said before, the video evidence is going to be produced that shows Mr. Pissoff in the same place at the same time with Chase Cash and Sean Black.
Well, I would like to say, I mean, you saying that he let me get knocked out. You can't put that on Pissoff. That directly goes to the person who struck me, which was the urban juggernaut Sean Black. He has to take his own medicine for that. Pissoff didn't tell him to do that.
Well, you know what? Let me say this. For me, back in August, Wes nearly pulled my arm out of the socket. And if you go back to that footage from the Ghetto Gauntlet, I blame Mr. Pissoff. He didn't step up for me, and he ran away from me, and I got him.
Well, he's not a fighter. He's an official. You wouldn't want your official to go to war for you.
He was a candidate, but he left me high and dry.
Allow me to profess what I have notated here.
Okay.
It has been brought to my attention many times that Deshaun Watkins was in fact not assaulted by Mr. Pissoff. But after going through the financial records, there is a link of payment.
Wow.
So just because Mr. Pissoff didn't pull the trigger, it doesn't mean he didn't put the gun in the right hands.
So are you telling me right now, Pissoff is the reason why Sean Black struck me?
Yes.
So are you telling us
Pissoff is the reason why the stock market is down?
What?
Oh, you just lost me now.
So are you telling us that Mr. Pissoff and Sean Black they're together in some form or fashion? That's what you're telling us? They colluded?
I'm the one with the sunglasses, but you're all acting blind. Like you don't see it. He wasn't there when you were assaulted by Wes Logan, which I don't really blame Wes for what he did to you. It's kind of
come on. I like my arm, dude.
AD?
Come on.
What did
Yeah,
AD
well, I
do?
just happen to like Wes Logan a whole lot better than you.
What type of milk are you, bro?
I'm lactose intolerant.
Yeah, we can tell. Looks like you got a little sip by accident. All right.
Are you making fun of my disability? Are you violating the American with Disabilities Act right now, Mr. Anthony Desiree?
Oh my God.
No, sir. No, sir.
AD, let's continue with this card, shall we?
Let's go with the card. So, ladies and gentlemen, next week here on Monday Night Compton Mania, we're going to show you the championship match, the women's title match from January's New Year's Bash. And so from that, we're going to see that the champion herself will be in the building. The new champion who won the title in January, Maserati, the female with attitude, is defending the title against Lois Grain. The new number one contender, Lois Grain, defeated Auntie Heidi in January in a coffin match. But it wasn't without any assistance, as in another match taking place at Comptonmaniaville, Auntie Heidi will be battling PJ Laurier. Now, PJ made her debut in the coffin match, helping Lois Grain be victorious. Ladies and gentlemen, next week, tune in. We're going to show you both of those ladies' matches from this past January's Comptonmania New Year's Bash. You'll see PJ Laurier costing Auntie Heidi the match, and Heidi is ready for revenge. But listen, man, we see it with both of them. They both are masters of the dark arts, masters of this voodoo spell, this black magic, entrancement, or possession. I don't know what you want to call it, but what's going to happen when they battle it? I'm putting my money on the one, the only, the Madam of Comptonmania, Auntie Heidi. But PJ, I'm telling you, man, she comes in there ready to do something wicked. Listen, something wicked on the leader of something wicked. Listen, it's going down at Comptonmaniaville. You got to get your tickets now. What do you guys think? Is it PJ? Is it Auntie Heidi?
This is a tough one because you have a master of what looks like the voodoo arts, versus someone who is well versed in the spiritual realm herself. This is like a dream match. This is like the Undertaker versus Sting almost. The mystique, the mystery that surrounds both of them. Auntie Heidi scares the bejesus out of me. Okay? I'm not easily scared. I was married for 13 years. But she scares me to death.
Oh, man. Yeah, man.
But then,
this guy, man, you're something else. I don't know how anyone can deal with you for 13 years, man.
Man, 2 years.
1 to 15 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, you talk about this match right here. This is probably the hardest match to even pick. I mean, there's no way I want to root against Auntie Heidi. You know what I mean? But PJ Laurier, oh my goodness. Hey, this is a rock, paper, scissors. I don't think Heidi loses 2 in a row.
I say the fans win in this match.
Well, DNL said 13 years with that neck brace. He said that's the only relationship you've had.
That's a new movie right there. 13 years with a neck brace.
Hey, DNL, if you want to link up after, I'll show you how to properly get yourself in a neck brace.
Oh.
Is that a threat?
No.
And ladies and gentlemen, just signed, we have Aiden Way challenging Saturday for the Comptonmania Compton Boulevard Championship. And listen, Sad Boy now, I think he's a 4-time champion, 5-time champion. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the Compton Boulevard title is defended on site 24/7, 365. As long as a referee is present, that belt is on the line. But ladies and gentlemen, Aiden Way, we saw him victorious. We saw him victorious at the Where You From. He was able to win the title. And then he was surprised from behind by Jay Steins. Jay Steins then lost the belt to Sad Boy in the parking lot. And Sad Boy then at that time became a 3-time champion. And then while they were wrestling at One Ring Circus down in San Diego, Aiden Way defeated Sad Boy, defeated him again, and once again brought that title home to Mama. But then Sad Boy got the title back. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we saw and heard the crowd as they were cheering and rooting on Aiden at Where You From. Ladies and gentlemen, a week out from Mother's Day. Mother's Day is May 14th. Comptonmaniaville is May 21st. Maybe Aiden can win this Compton Boulevard title as Mama Way's Mother's Day present. Come on, I'm rooting for that. I'm rooting for that. Ain't nothing like a good Mother's Day present like something that's gold. It's going to be shining and glistening.
I mean, that would be nice, but Sad Boy has shown us that belt has been around his waist 4 times. 4 times. He's a 4-time Compton Boulevard champion, and the title, the new title, isn't even a month old.
Man,
that's kind of, but it also tells you that there is a high loss rate to have this title. It's a lot of pressure. It's hard to keep this title for longer periods of time. Now, the other question is, even though this is a 2-man match, can Aiden Way leave with the title? That is the question.
That's the question. But listen, I'm telling you, man, and of course the match is signed. And of course the match is signed, so anytime the title is up for grabs on the card, the 24/7 rules are on pause. And so from bell to bell, the 24/7 rule is on pause, and Aiden could leave as the champion. But of course, once that bell rings on the next time, Aiden might have to start watching his back. But listen, y'all, come on, man. Let him have the moment. It's Mother's Day, a week from Mother's Day. Let him have a Mother's Day moment. Let him have a Mother's Day moment. Man, I would love just Aiden to come out there on that day, man. And matter of fact, not only that, but I have Aiden come to the ring, maybe singing a Mother's Day song to his mom, and then winning gold for her a week after Mother's Day. You know, for me, I would just be like, Mama.
That's the exact song I was thinking about, bro.
You know I love you. Mama, Mama, this Compton Boulevard title. You know, that's what I'm talking about, man.
Hey, let me hear y'all give it to my boy AD for that beautiful rendition right there. He's got the voice of an angel.
I believe Aiden is going to
knock you out.
You guys have mentioned that Sad Boy is a 4-time Comptonmania Boulevard champion.
I heard.
But that means he's a 3-time loser.
Oh.
Now let me tell you something. I was with Aiden and Mama that night, and I want to tell you, Sad Boy, you did something that was horrible. You did something that is abhorrent. You made Mama Way cry.
No.
Let me tell you something. I want everybody to reach out their hands right now. Reach them out for Mama and Aiden, because Sad Boy put hard times on the Way family, right? Hard times is when a mama has only moments to be proud of her son. And for Mother's Day, Aiden is going to win that title, take it home to Mama, and have a lovely lobster dinner with her.
I got a question.
Right.
You hold on, don't that's right that. He tell us to reach our hands out. Ain't nobody praying. What is you talking about? Why is we stretching our hands?
Mama Way, man. We supporting Mama Way. I can agree with Michael on Mike on that one, because Mama Way is the way, man. Aiden Way, come on.
Have you had Mama Way's cooking?
Oh yeah.
I have not.
Oh yeah. I had some spaghetti, man.
You haven't had Mama Way's cooking?
I haven't.
Oh my God. Her lasagna, her spaghetti, as my boy Fido would say, forget about it. It's amazing.
Yes, man. Let's go.
Okay.
That's what we need. We need that. Listen, Aiden Way all day for Mother's Day. Listen, Aiden Way for Mother's Day, doing it for Mama Way. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see.
You know
Listen,
what?
we're getting ready.
I want to
Go
hear
ahead,
a mama chant at the show. He loves mama. Can we get a he loves mama chant at the show?
man. I'm telling you, and ladies and gentlemen, listen, cheap plug. If you didn't hear that chant at Where You From, because you weren't there or you haven't seen it, go now and order it via COMPTONMANIA.com and go ahead and get your link. It's an offer-based pay-per-view. But when Aiden won that title and he came out in that match, the crowd was chanting, he loves his mama. He loves his mama. It was amazing. And to hear the crowd pop, the pop when he won that match. Listen, I think it's going to be bigger and greater because it's a week out from Mother's Day. It's going to be a week-long Mother's Day celebration when Aiden becomes champion again.
I think you guys are counting Sad Boy out too early for this one. I don't know. I love Aiden too. I think Aiden deserves it. I think Aiden is amazing. But you can't just say like Sad Boy is just going to hand him the title.
Let me ask you this. Where's Sad Boy's mama at the show?
What does that got to do with who he's?
That can explain why he's a sad boy.
Oh.
He's a
maybe
full-time Compton Boulevard champion.
He's a sad 3-time Comptonmania loser.
Or maybe his sad mama problems end. That would be a great Mother's Day story. Maybe his sad mama finally shows up and they hug it out. And then Aiden's able to roll him up, man. Listen, anything can happen. I want a Mother's Day miracle, man. But I prefer Aiden and Mama Way to celebrate. But if sad mama show up, listen, that'd be great too.
DNL, we know you're a sad boy. We've seen your post.
Oh, he shot on that one.
He did.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're trying to get out of here. Listen, we got some footage of Mike Martinez meeting up with this Mr. Necro King, a.k.a. Chase Cash. Where do you get this new persona, this new name? But Chase
I just have to say one thing about the video you're about to see.
Talk to us.
Mr. Chase Cash has a very professional receptionist, and she's very lovely to work with. I just want to compliment his help.
What?
You sure that's not a little sexual harassment? You know, you kind of
Did it sound sexual to you, or did it sound like
line stepper?
Did you hear compliments, or did you hear foul language?
I don't know, man. You kind of crossed you right on the border, Mr. Lawyer. You know what I'm saying? See, and DNL's already auditing you. You see?
Yeah, I saw that DNL was gonna audit my books, but he'd have to get hooked on phonics to learn how to read first.
Come on now. Don't disrespect our greatest and biggest supporters here, Mike. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've shared with you Mike Martinez has been on an assault after Mr. Pissoff, and he's forming an alliance with Chase Cash, a.k.a. Necro King, a gentleman who was formerly the Comptonmania commissioner who was fired and outed, and now Mr. Chase Cash has a vendetta with the new Squared Circle Society as they're waging war against Comptonmania. Ladies and gentlemen, the Squared Circle Society is having a show May 19th in the city of Long Beach. You go ahead and look up on all your social media platforms, the Squared Circle Society, giving a shout out. We will support you, Necro, even though you're disrespecting Comptonmania as well. But let's take a look at this footage and just see what it is you, Mike Martinez, are talking about Mr. Pissoff. You just can't leave the man alone.
Hater.
It's not that I'm hating on him. There's evidence.
The mechanics.
What? The mechanics. My name. You know, a young bossy nigga, still a saucy nigga. Put a fork in your gun, you ever cross me, nigga. That's why you heard half these niggas out here rapping, man. These niggas is nerds. I don't put down, that's my word. Go crazy from the first, second verse to the third. I was researching, kissing slow, cold like
figure out how I'm gonna get this. How I'm gonna get this to go over. I need it to go over. This. I have to acquire it.
Mr. Cash, your 3 o'clock's here.
Send him in.
Chase Cash.
That's Necro King to you.
This is a nice couch.
How's your neck?
Could be better. It could be better, but I'm with my favorite neck right now.
Flattery will get you nowhere. Triple M, I want to ask you a question since you have questions to ask me. What's this all about?
Your good friend, Mr. Pissoff.
Mr. Pissoff. Hold on, what is the pen and the pad for?
There's video footage that has arisen of you handing the amped up title, might I add, it's a beautiful, prestigious belt, to Mr. Sean Black. But I couldn't help but notice Mr. Pissoff lurking in the background.
I mean, honestly, anybody can be anywhere at any time.
I get that, but I don't see him going to any other wrestling shows.
Anybody can be anywhere at any time. What are you getting at here?
Well, I'm not here to mess with the arrangement you have with Mr. Pissoff, whatever it may be. But I know you have bigger goals. I know you want to attain and acquire Comptonmania.
Right.
And the biggest problem standing in your way of doing that is Mr. Pissoff.
Okay, so basically lay it all out, all of your cards on the table. I'm trying to figure out what you want here so that I can give you what you need so I can get what I need.
I need evidence that Mr. Pissoff is derelicting his duties as mayor of Comptonmania. He's nowhere to be found when I was injured. He's nowhere to be found when the Showtime is injured. And it's just convenient that he pops up when it's convenient for him. How did he win an election with so many other proper candidates? Lois Grain was without beyond reproach in her campaign. She's one of the best female wrestlers Comptonmania has, even more popular than Candy Girl, some would say. But somehow, some way, he hoodwinked this election, and I am set to prove it with the evidence you help provide to put in this book.
Well, Mr. Triple M, I actually have another job for you as well. And if you're willing to take this job, I'll give you all the dirt you need.
Well, I hope you got a shovel and sandbags, because I'm taking it in truckloads back to Comptonmania.
Well, when you do that, I hope you bury Comptonmania so that I can pick up the remnants and add them to the Squared Circle Society, and we can rule the South Bay just to begin with. Then we're going on to rule the world.
I was taught the best laid plans are always laid to waste. Your pieces on the board are irrelevant at this point because the game changer is here. If you want Comptonmania and I want Mr. Pissoff, our goals are aligned. We should work together, and I don't mind taking on a case because you know when it comes to the courtroom, I am vicious. I am a lion. And I go in there and I win every time. I just got a nice lady in Almani, $35,000 for a salon putting the wrong colored paint on her nails. That's discrimination.
Before you say another word, how about we get a contract started up right now, and maybe you can come work for me.
You know, I'm open to branching out my practice. And when it comes to burying things, let us all say a prayer for the dearly departed.
Welcome to the team, AAA. You know what? I almost got your name wrong. That'll be the last time I have a newfound respect for you.
It happens from time to time.
You, my friend, are going to be bathing and swimming in money and in power in no time. You're dismissed.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Action.
Wow. Mike, you're
Another hater coming after Compton Mania. Just doesn't make any sense, Mike. And you want to join forces with him?
You obviously have never done any research into undercover work, have you?
No.
I told you, I'm conducting an investigation. And I will use any means necessary to prove the facts that Mr. Pissoff is a cancer of Compton Mania. He is a usurper. He is a Benedict Arnold.
Who?
A usurper?
What is that?
It is
He's
someone
usurping? He's usurping us?
Yes, he's trying to usurp the clout as well as the popularity, the prestige, and the image of Compton Mania. This man thinks he's bigger than the organization. This man thinks he's bigger than the grassroots movement that brought us all here. And he would just love to have it all for himself.
Aiden wants me to whoop your ass. And then he also says, shake that neck. Could it be shaken?
Tread lightly. You already know we already have one lawsuit in the court.
I'm just saying, man, like, you're over here trying to throw Pissoff under the bus. There's no nothing. It's just you being slimy, conniving. We just battled the world. Now we got more enemies to deal with because you're over here just whoring yourself with everybody.
I'm not whoring. I'm enterprising. There's a big difference. When
Come
you're an
on.
entrepreneur, when you try to expand your practice, you do what it takes. And also, I love the fact that I'm actually trying to do something great for Compton Mania. I'm going out of my way to make sure Compton Mania is legally protected so you can be here for me to sue later. And this is how you treat me?
This guy.
Mike, like Aiden said, can you do this? Can you bust?
Oh, my God.
Can you bust that? Well, Mike, listen.
Now you guys are making fun of me because I have poor rhythm?
Yes.
Mike, you were meeting with Mr. Necro, a.k.a. Chase Cash, and you're talking about the footage. I've gotten the footage, and we're going to talk about it, but we're running out of time here tonight. We're going to talk about the footage. This is the footage. You know, I feel like we need to throw it out there, and because this doesn't make any sense.
Well, roll that beautiful bean footage then.
You know, this guy, man, I just can't stand him, Showtime.
He's annoying for sure.
I don't have a shimmy, but I do have a chamois in my car.
What?
The ShamWow?
The ShamWow.
Helps dry the car.
It really does.
Well, give me a second. We're going to go. Let's play this real quick. We'll be right back after this message, and we'll bring you the video, the apparent video that Mr. Mike Martinez has.
It's me, the mother man. I can never show you my true identity. But Cameron, let me see a poster. Woolsey, Comptonmania, March 5th. Where you from? Be there. And ladies and gentlemen, join the mania by buying the merch. This shirt, where are you from? Special event, $35. Woolsey. But let's take you back to the original. Comptonmania, $20. It's gone. But it's still here. And then the Comptonmania costs money. Credit or debit? Woolsey, we got it in white in the original green. This right here is how you become Comptonmania certified. Woolsey.
I'm not here for any problems, bro. I just want to let you know, Comptonmania screwed you. Of course. They screwed me too. Let's get it. So when they say Comptonmania versus the world got to take them down. I'm a part of your world, you're a part of my world. Since they screwed you, I want to present you with something.
What are you saying, Mike?
Watch. Roll back the footage. Look over Necro's shoulder. Back into the left.
I just want to let you know, Comptonmania screwed you. Of course. They screwed me too. Let's get it. So when they say
pause it.
The new.
Go back. There it is. Watch when Necro leans down. You cannot tell me that is not one Mr. Pissoff with Sad Boy next to Necro and Sean Black. Why is Mr. Pissoff showing up to another company's show without announcing that he's a Comptonmania official?
But that doesn't mean he's a part of Sean and their assault on Comptonmania. You've been saying that he's.
This is the evidence I was talking about. And a picture is worth 1,000 words. A video is worth more. I wish I had that little.
I do know that milk dud head. That is Mr. Pissoff. I do know that for certain.
Do you see this? The show? You see this show? Look. There's his little head. There's his beady little head right there.
I got a question for you. What does that have to do with the price of tea in China? Just because he just happens to be right there, he's talking to Sad Boy right there.
Oh, what were the guys doing on the grassy knoll there in Texas when Kennedy was shot?
Well, let's take a look. Let's take a look at exactly what takes place here. If maybe some of our fans, maybe you weren't watching a couple months ago, leading up to where you from, maybe you missed this footage. But let's take a look and see what this is.
Versus the world got to take them down. I'm a part of your world, you're a part of my world. Since they screwed you, I want to present you with something because I got the power to do so. You are now the new, amped up, heavyweight wrestling champion.
Let's get it. They hated on us for so long. Talked about.
Now Sean Black is presented with the title, and he's made him. Necro King awarded him a championship, and wait a minute, Showtime. But I really don't understand. You're right. I never noticed. But
look how interested Mr. Pissoff looks, and look at his reaction when he realizes he's just been caught on camera. Look at how quick he gets out of frame. Is that an innocent man?
I think we're reaching.
Yeah, we're reaching to save your company. We're reaching to keep Shiloh and everybody else employed from whatever backdoor agreement Mr. Pissoff has made. Right after this video was caught, you were assaulted by Sean Black.
Well, before.
He was assaulted before this, but during this,
look at that reaction.
Sean Black, Project West, they were talking about how they were going to end Comptonmania. Showtime, Mr. Pissoff should not have been there. Now, Sad Boy is there. I think Sad Boy was wrestling on that card. That was at Lucha Pro Arena, and I think Sad Boy was in action. But why would Mr. Pissoff be there? Why would he be there if Sean Black is the enemy of Comptonmania?
I mean, he's at a wrestling show. He can't go to a wrestling show.
Did he tell you guys he was going to a wrestling show?
Why would he have to tell me that he's going to a wrestling show?
Because he's a Comptonmania official. That's like me working for one company and just going to check out what the competitor has going on in their meeting. I don't belong there.
Have you ever seen a president or anybody go to a game? Absolutely.
Yes, but they announced they're going to the game. They announced their presence there.
I ain't never always got an announcement that somebody was going to show up at the game.
Every time I've ever seen you at another show,
that look right there, show. It's that look right there. It's the look of shock.
I got my hat.
Look at him. Look at him. He knows he's caught.
Look, listen, he looks like that every day. This isn't like we can't judge his characteristics based off his face.
I'm sorry, that's not a woozy face. That's I got caught doing some dumb face.
That's also a look that can be interpreted like, what are they doing here? What is this?
That's the same look
that's
my neighbor had on his face when I caught him with my ex-wife.
What?
That's the oh my God. Come on, Mike. Man, I'm gonna be praying for you, brother.
No, the last time someone prayed for me, I got hurt even worse.
Oh, Lord.
Well, the point is, ladies and gentlemen, the footage is here. The show, we're running out of time. We're out of here. You got to tune in next week. We got to make sure we get Mr. Pissoff because I don't know about this footage, but I'm siding with Mike Martinez on this one. Why?
There's only one way to settle it.
Pissoff be there.
Wow.
I'm going to file with the LA County Sheriff's Department and the court a summons for Mr. Pissoff to talk with me in the ring on the 21st.
Well, Mr. Pissoff, if you're watching, we need you on the show next week. We need you to answer some of these allegations because I don't know. The proof is in the pudding. And, bro, that don't look good, bro.
And mind you, he was legally obligated to appear tonight. I'm going to file the motion to delay the bench warrant until after the 21st of May, Comptonmania.
This guy.
Showtime as we get up out of here. Holla at the people. Let them know what you need them to know for this week.
This is what we need you guys to do. This is our fourth quarter. This is our second to the go home show. Next week is basically our go home show. Tell everybody, get your tickets on Eventbrite. Be at this situation. Listen, this right here, Paul London, Shiloh Greaves, Maserati, Lois Grain, no telling what this guy is going to be doing. You want to be there. Jackpot will be performing Remix Mobile Stage, TKK Radio. We back at the production house where all the magic started right after the pandemic happened. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to be there. Get your tickets right now and go to COMPTONMANIA.com and go watch all our past pay-per-views. And tune in for next Monday because you never know how things is heating up. We'll see. Like, subscribe, share, comment, all that. Tell everybody.
It's my personal and professional legal advice that you should invest the money and come to Comptonmaniaville, a company that's for the kids, for the community, and bringing entertainment on the highest level to Compton and other inner city areas.
We'll see.
And ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here. This is Compton Mania.
Cities are built on great infrastructure, led by great leaders, and rooted on solid foundation. May 21st, the infrastructure of the city of Comptonmaniaville is on the line as a double main event takes place. Shiloh Greaves, the Comptonmania champion, the MFM battles the challenger, the legend, Paul London, for the right to be the Comptonmania champion and the MFM. The Comptonmania women's champion, Maserati, the female with attitude, defends her title against Lois Grain. It's Comptonmania, Comptonmaniaville, Sunday, May 21st at 3 p.m. Tickets available now on Eventbrite. Adults $15, kids $5. It's Comptonmania.